Welcome to Creatively Exposed, a conversation for creatives, introverts, sapiosexuals, and all of the people entertained and who love us. I am Liz Flo, the podcast host, poet, writer, and overall Afro-Caribbean Latina creative. I know that is a mouthful, but welcome to the show. Welcome to Creatively Exposed. This is Liz Flo, and I want to talk to you about being an introvert. As a Black woman, a Haitian child, a Puerto Rican child, and a human being. So my bestie sent me a link about how Black women cannot be introverts, or basically we're not allowed to be introverts. And it got me upset. And there's many reasons why to this, which I'm going to go into. First, I looked up the definition for introvert. First thing that comes out is a shy, reticent person, right? And then there's another definition. The definition of an introvert is someone who prefers calm, minimally stimulating environments. They tend to feel drained after socializing and regain their energy by spending time alone. See, this person knows. This is largely because introverts' brain respond to dopamine differently than extroverts' brains. In other words, if you're an introvert, you were likely born that way. And this is from Introvert Dear. I will be posting that article in there as well. But for the people who believe there's something wrong with introverts, I mean, everyone's entitled to their perception, opinion, preconceptions, whatever. As one, I just want people to know, like, it's not really about you, external you, or others. What it is I take time to analyze, discern, and figure out whether or not I want to take part in whatever is going on. I am selective with my energy. I like to have meaningful conversation. Do I have an issue talking about the sky being blue? No, but I would like to go into the scientific reason of why, and not everybody could do that, and that's fine. I think the issue comes to where people like to police women, especially Black women, and add the layers of cultural differences, where silence seems to be an issue for people. I love silence. I don't have to listen to music all day. Sometimes I'm listening to silence because it helps me be my best me. In networking spaces, I have not really enjoyed networking functions, and it has nothing to do with the function. It's just the types of conversations, people, subject matter. It's not for me. I'm also private. So I don't like feeling like I'm put on the spotlight to explain the things that I do with my personal choices in life. And it's not a matter of secrecy, which is what I was discussing with my friend. A secret is withheld information, and this is my definition, withheld information from people who may need to know said information. That's my thought process on that. My personal goings on, especially if it's like a acquaintance environment, a workplace, or some professional environment where my personal life doesn't really need to be in that space. For me, that's not being secret, that's being private. I like to separate things and put them in their special spaces. I have friends to share my life with. I have coworkers to work cooperatively with. I have the in-betweens that we can do a little bit of both. So it's not an attitude or a dislike of people. I don't hate people. I've heard that a lot. I just am selective with who I want to banter with, create camaraderie with, because I have a lot of interesting things to say. That's why I'm doing this podcast. But it's not for everyone. I'm not for everyone. I can come off as standoffish, but maybe I'm just sitting back and enjoying people talk to each other. I really love observing the energy in the room. And if I feel safe or it just feels right, then I'll partake. And maybe I'm somewhat of an ambivert, which means you're kind of both extrovert and introvert. When I'm comfortable in a room, I'm okay with having conversations. I'm okay with cracking jokes and, talking about whatever, giving my thoughts and opinions or recommendations. But I ain't for everybody. My abuela says you are not $100 bill for everybody to want you and like you. And so work is not a place where you're guaranteed friendship. And that may sound harsh, but that's just how I see it. Some people, they last forever in your life, and that's awesome. I have old coworkers and bosses that I still speak to years later. But we can't tell everything to everybody. For me, that's a leaking of energy, and it invites people to comment or now opinionate and give recommendations that weren't requested into my own life. And what happens with me in my case is that when I have so much energy or white noise, then I can't hear my own thoughts. And I cannot make my own decisions because sometimes I feel other people's energy. And for a long time, I couldn't decipher, is this me or is this external? So in that article, there's a lot of talk about how because we don't exactly fit into the stereotype of being sassy, which I despise that word as an adjective for Black women. Like, if you are you, be you, but like, why does everyone have to be sassy? Anyway. Or loud, or, rambunctious, or extroverted, which that's really what it is, outwardly expressive, then people automatically assume you don't like them. I don't even know you. How can I not like you? We haven't spoken. Maybe I don't enjoy your energy, but I haven't made that decision. I haven't told you that I dislike you. So why would you assume? And I feel like people that have an issue with introverts make a lot of stories and assumptions for people's silence. And that's dangerous. Because if you're in a corporate space, then it means you're not assertive enough, or you're not friendly enough, or you're incapable of doing your job even if you're excellent at your job. The need to express outwardly all the time doesn't exactly make anyone a better employee or a lesser employee. Some of the things that I feel are benefits of having someone who is an introvert is that if you need somebody to figure something out, I have an analytical mind. I like to think through things. I like to take my time to think through things and not jump into assumptions and trip over and make an incorrect choice. I can listen and follow instructions. I can be understanding of others where they may fall short. And if that's not grateful, that's not important for leading, I don't know what is. There's negatives and positives, there's extremes, but I really have been like this my entire life. I have gotten in trouble for being so silent. Sometimes I'm told to go mingle, and it's like, but no, I'm in this environment which I'm not really supposed to be the main character of this environment, and I'm really just enjoying and learning about people, how everybody is excitedly talking, expressing themselves. Like, I thrive off of just enjoying peopling. I enjoy watching. I am a writer. So observation of others is important. And let especially Black people or marginalized people be themselves. I don't have to be what you expect me to be because of your preconceived notions. I do not have to share what I don't wish to share. And those are my boundaries and my decision. Will I turn up with my friends that have been here and understand me and allow me to be safe? Yes. I go to Carnival and I have a great time. I go to Juve, which is basically a huge party, and dance with all kinds of people. I like to dance. I like